What is up, Budget Builders? My name is Trell, and today we have a twist of events going on because now we are in a new year and lawmakers return back to their offices in Washington, and the stimulus negotiations are back on the table once again. We even have the person that killed the social spending bill last year ready to negotiate some new terms in order to get the bill passed, or should I say some new demands. Now, Senator Joe Manchin has announced a few mandatory changes to the massive stimulus bill in order to get his support. And on Monday night, they ended up having a Senate leadership meeting to discuss the options that are on the table in order to get a vote on this bill later this month. Well, we have to see how the Democrats will respond to Senator Joe Manchin's request for his support on this bill. Now, it seems like it's a new year, but we are carrying over the same games that we had last year. Not a good way to start the year off, if I must say, but there is not much time in order to get this bill on the table for a vote in order to proceed with the Build Back Better agenda, as Chuck Schumer has already vowed to have a vote on this bill by mid-January. Now, we also have recent reports of lawmakers wondering where the heck is Governor of Florida. Has he been hiding? There was the notion that once the Governor Desantis disappeared, once COVID cases started to surge everywhere. Well, he has a new way that he is pushing to fight COVID in major states, and I'm going to tell you guys all about it today. But before we get started, if you're interested in any of those topics today, hey, be sure to go ahead and subscribe to the channel. It's totally free. And if you end up liking this video, then go ahead and hit that like button for us. It really helps out this channel. Now, let's go ahead and jump right back into this video. Okay guys, real quick, hey, I wanted to ask for your support on my new YouTube channel that we'll be launching sometime this month, and it's called Budget Bill Finance. I am going to be talking about growing your wealth, as well as investing in stocks and real estate, as well as showing you guys a little bit behind the scenes of what I actually do outside of YouTube. So if you want to be a part of this channel, be so kind and subscribe to the channel. I hope to see you guys there. Now, that link will be down below in the description. Well, there is a new law that has just come out, and it is now making surprise medical bills to be illegal. According to this article, hey, effective today, federal law bans many types of out-of-network medical bills and puts the onus on doctors as well as health insurance companies to resolve their payment disputes. Now, consumers can breathe a little bit because of this new law, because in some scenarios, individuals may no longer face unexpected charges from doctors who are not in their insurance networks. Now, patients still have to pay their in-network copays, deductibles, as well as their other cost sharing, which have been rising, as you guys already know, because of inflation. But any additional out-of-network bills are now prohibited for the following services. Number one, emergency care in hospital ERs, which is a freestanding ER or urgency care center, as well as effective care at an in-network hospital or surgery center, but where doctors, notably anesthesiologists, pathologists, as well as radiologists and assistant surgeons, may be out of network. This is also known as drive-by doctoring, as well as our ambulances. So things like that, guys, if you're going to receive a bill from your in-network, which these are going to be from an out-of-network doctor, hey, those particular bills may now be illegal. So the medical system and the medical teams are going to have to figure out a new way in order to be able to bill you when you have those different doctors that come from other locations and they are not necessarily in network of your insurance bill, when your main doctor or your main hospital is actually in network. Now, this is a good thing because I have seen several bills several times from when I take me or my family to the hospital or the ER, and they will receive these bills from these doctors that we don't even know, and then my insurance ends up paying like 60% because it was out of network when I originally signed up for an in-network doctor as well as a hospital. So this is some great news that this federal law is now banning many types of out-of-network medical bills to be a surprise to individuals that visit these doctor offices as well as these ER or hospitals. So that's some good news, guys. But also in some good news as well, Dr. Anthony Fauci, which is the medical doctor for the United States, I guess. But he is now saying that it is safe enough to get kids back to school. Now, this is in regards to we are now in a new year in January the 4th, and now it's time for our children to go back to school. And Dr. Anthony Fauci is saying that it is safe for them to go back to school. But on the flip side of that, schools in D.C., they are now requiring a negative COVID-19 test for all students and staffers for them to return to their classrooms. A couple of days ago, Washington, D.C. has announced new COVID-19 regulations for students and staff returning to schools after the holiday season. Now, the mayor of D.C. as well as the D.C. Public Schools chancellor has stated on Wednesday that in order to ensure safety amid the ongoing COVID-19 surge, DCPS will require all students and staff to provide proof of a negative COVID-19 test result before they return to school on January the 5th. Now, DCPS added that it will make free rapid antigen tests available on Monday, January the 3rd, as well as on Tuesday, January the 4th. Now, parents must upload their child's negative test results online by 4 p.m. on January the 4th. And officials said that they can actually upload either their photo or a PDF along with their contact information of their negative test results. Now, officials are also asking for parents to keep children at home regardless of their test results if they are showing any symptoms or if they are required to quarantine because they are unvaccinated and have been identified as a close contact of an individual who tested positive for COVID-19. Now, in the event that a student tests positive, families are being told to reach out to their child's school so that their absence can be noted on file. Now, the health and safety of their community remains paramount as we prepare to welcome students and staff back to our schools in D.C. Now, officials also added that they expected to have to transition schools and classes to situational virtual learning throughout the semester, particularly in the weeks following the January return date. Now, guys, I don't know how you feel about this. Having schools require students to be tested negative before they are able to return back to school? I mean, come on now. This thing is getting a little bit ridiculous. Now, I am all for everyone being vaccinated, but I am not for the vaccine mandate or this particular article right here in which DC is requiring all students as well as staff members to have a negative COVID test in order to return back to school. Now, so far, this is the only location that I have seen that is doing this and requiring these negative COVID-19 testing results to be negative and to be submitted before school starts on January the 5th. But other than that, guys, this is not a good look. I do not agree with this at all. What do, guys? We have a ton of people and the Omicron cases have been surging over the holidays, and everyone and their mama has been getting tested to see if they actually have COVID-19. I mean, just drive around everywhere and look on TV as well as look in the newspaper and look online. You are seeing these long lines at these COVID testing centers, and they are just astronomically right now. I mean, 50 cars waiting in line when you only have 2 individuals testing for these COVID-19 test results. I mean, it is just going crazy right now. But in other news, guys, we do have news from the governor of Florida, and that is Governor Ron Desantis. And lately or recently, he has been coming under pressure because Florida has broken another COVID case record in the state of Florida, and Ron Desantis is under pressure because of this. Now, this could be a reason why we haven't heard anything from Governor Ron DeSantis, because he has been pretty quiet lately over these COVID-19 cases. And recently we saw that he was putting up a huge fight in regards to having this COVID vaccine mandate. He was not for it, and he wanted to ban it altogether in the state of Florida, as well as you already know that he is also suing the Biden administration for pushing this vaccine mandate. So yes, as the coronavirus cases surge in Florida, as well as other states around the country, Governor Ron DeSantis' absence in the public and the press has been a source of a national debate. Now, what's happening is while Florida broke its single-day COVID-19 record with 76,000 cases on New Year's Eve, DeSantis has made one public appearance in the prior 2 weeks, a Fox News report says. Now, while rumors circulated on DeSantis' whereabouts, his office told Fox News that the governor was accompanying his wife, Casey, to a cancer treatment. So in other words, his wife has cancer and she has been recently receiving some cancer treatments, and that is why we haven't seen him in the public eye. But DeSantis finally made an appearance at a New Year's Eve celebration at a Christian concert in Miami, Florida, not addressing the COVID spike whatsoever. But he said that I'm glad we're going to be able to celebrate the new year in the freest state of the United States, referring to his state as the only state that is not pushing any form of getting vaccinated. But as far as the media goes, hey, the Associated Press reported that 3 people collapsed while waiting in line at a testing site in Tampa, Florida on this past Friday. Now, even during the past COVID-19 spikes, DeSantis has usually been quick with the reports or the rhetoric to his criticism. Now that the holidays are over and cases are continuing to rise, critics will be watching his response to officials in calling for more tests as well as vaccinations in the state of Florida. Now, in other news regarding DeSantis, right now he is now calling for states to be allowed to buy monoclonal antibody treatments. So yes, the governor of Florida is calling on the federal government to allow states to purchase monoclonal antibody treatments on Monday, as his state and the country are slammed with COVID-19 cases. Now, the governor said during a press conference in Fort Lauderdale that the state is waiting to obtain enough doses to open 5 to 10 more monoclonal antibody treatment sites. But with the federal government in control of the supply, that plan is all contingent on the federal government sending those doses that Florida needs right now. And under the federal government's exclusive arrangement, DeSantis said that he does not think Florida is able to purchase its own monoclonal antibodies, although the state has set aside money in case the option becomes available. Now, DeSantis said that we're past the point now where we are able to get it directly from any of the companies that developed this particular antibody, but the federal government has cornered the entire market. We do not believe that the federal government should be holding back any more medications. We have to offer this particularly for our elderly population. Now, the governor sent this particular tweet out on Monday stating this particular information in regards to this particular antibody drug, but the governor said that he has decided to reverse his course, and the state expects to receive between 30,000 and 40,000 additional antibody doses. While DeSantis said officials believe cases are overwhelmingly attributed to the Omicron variant in the state of Florida, especially in South Florida, he noted that the Delta variant is still there and widely spreading as well. He also went on to say that it may not be as good against the Delta variant, but we obviously want to have that here for patients to be able to do it as they need it. So guys, we'll just have to see whether the federal government will respond to the governor of Florida in response to receiving more monoclonal antibody drugs in the state of Florida, because as you know, guys, the governor of Florida is not really pushing the vaccinations, but he does want more of these antibody drugs to be administered to those who need it the most, especially the elderly individuals and the elderly population in Florida. But let me know what you guys think about this, guys. Do you think that he should be pushing the vaccination as well as all the other states, or do you think he has the right to go ahead and call for a different type of drug to be administered for only his people in the state of Florida? Let me know down below in the comment section what you guys think about this. But also in other news, guys, hey, the Build Back Better agenda is now back on the table for more negotiations in the new year of 2022. Yes, the Senate Democrats, Biden, as well as Senator Joe Manchin, is ready to salvage the Build Back Better Agenda Act, or also known as the Social Spending Bill. The Senate Democratic Caucus sees salvaging the $1.75 trillion Build Back Better package as key to boosting the party's chances in the fall's midterm elections, especially as President Biden's popularity continues to sag in the polls. Now, the White House isn't the only one still courting Senator Joe Manchin or his all-important vote. Democratic leaders are largely in the same place with the Build Back Better talks as they were before breaking for the holiday recess break. Now, people have had time to cool off since Senator Joe Manchin actually killed this bill late in December. But as of now, January the 3rd or January the 4th, all eyes are on Monday night's Senate leadership meeting, which Manchin will attend, as well as on Tuesday's weekly caucus lunch, which is going to happen later today. Now, this particular lunch will be the first time that all Senate Democrats are together in one room since Senator Joe Manchin made his opposition to that bill earlier last month. Now, Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer will use this occasion as the marker for whether to hold a vote to proceed on the Build Back Better agenda or hold off to try to negotiate even more going forward. Now, Schumer still plans to hold a vote on the mammoth package sometime this month, but if he pushes it for this week, that will be a big sign. Or a snap vote would indicate Democratic leaders expect the package to fail, but want to give members an opportunity to at least go ahead and vote for this bill, which I clearly don't understand the purpose of that. Why do we want to go ahead and have a vote on this bill when you already know you don't have enough votes, especially you don't even have close to enough votes in order to pass this bill? I mean, we already know that Senator Joe Manchin is not going to support this bill as of yet. So we do know or almost think that we have at least 49 votes. But as it looks, guys, they don't even feel like they even have 49 votes as of now. So why would you want to go ahead and hold a vote this week? You want to go ahead and make sure you at least have the most possible votes in favor of this bill before you at least have a preliminary bill. But that's just my opinion, guys. But in other news, guys, we do have Senator Joe Manchin said that he is also ready to negotiate on this Build Back Better agenda going forward in the new year of 2022. And Manchin actually put out his demands as far as negotiations go and what it would take in order to get his vote in support of this bill. Now, Senator Joe Manchin has opened the door in reneging on the climate and the child care provisions in President Biden's Build Back Better agenda. If the White House removes the enhanced child tax credit from the $1.75 trillion package or dramatically lower the income caps for eligible families. Now, why this particularly matters is that the holdback senator's engagement on the specifics indicates that the negotiations between him and the White House could get back on track in order to pass this bill, even after Manchin declared he was a no on the package when he stated that on December the 19th. Now, the senator's concerns with the size and the scope of this package still remain right now, and his belief is that it could cost more than $4 trillion over 10 years, and it extends beyond the child tax credit issue, and he continues to tell his colleagues that he is still concerned about the inflationary effects of so much government spending. And then after that, which was like a couple of days before Christmas Day, there were reports that stated that Joe Manchin was completely out and he was not going to support this bill. And then he actually stated that if the Democrats want his support on this bill, they are going to have to redo the entire bill in order to get his vote. But right now, he is standing at a hard no as far as supporting this massive $1.75 trillion Build Back Better agenda, or also known as the social spending bill. But now that we are in the new year, January the 4th, Senator Joe Manchin said, hey, if you guys are willing to go ahead and lower the child tax credit from this bill, as well as lower the caps as far as the maximum amount of individuals can make per year, then he will actually consider as far as supporting this bill and getting his vote in order to support this bill in order to pass in the Senate. So, hey guys, we don't have a response from the Democrats as of yet, but we should have something by the end of this week. And I will keep you guys posted on exactly what the Senate Democrats have to say about these particular demands from Senator Joe Manchin. But as you guys know, that they have had several demands from him in the past in which the Democrats have actually tried to meet those demands, but Senator Joe Manchin still went against this bill in order to getting it passed before the end of this year. So whether the Senate Democrats will actually believe Senator Joe Manchin this time or not, Well, we just don't know yet, guys, but I will continue to follow this news story and keep you guys posted. And I hope this information was helpful to you today. But anyways, guys, hey, that's all I have for you today. Now, if you enjoyed this type of content and you want to see more, hey, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. It's totally free. And if you like this video, then go ahead and hit that like button for us. It really helps out this channel, as well as it tells YouTube to share this video with others. But anyways, guys, hey, I appreciate you guys stopping by and watching. And I hope to see you on the next video. Peace.